Welcome, everyone, to the IHSEA NESCF Varsity Overwatch Week 4 highlight match. Tonight, we bring to you the Glenwood Titans and the Springfield Capitals. This is Coach Turp, your tournament organizer and coach for Naperville North, and I'm being joined tonight again by Tebow. Say
What's
hello,
up, guys?
Tebow.
There we go. I'm Coach Tebow. Hope you're having a good night.
Yeah. So we're going to bring to you a very contentious matchup where these teams have played against each other multiple times over the past couple of years. It's a large back and forth kind of battle, and we'll get into that more so, but we want to make sure we get our maps going right away. So I'm going to ask if our teams are ready. We are going to start tonight on Control, and it will be Ilios is our first mandatory map. A personal favorite. I love environmental death, so I'm hoping we see well.
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
All right, we have a ready by the Titans. And then we'll get going here on the Capitals. Obviously, all you guys in chat jumping on the stream, go and cheer on your team. All positives. Cheer for your guys. And we'll get going here. And still waiting on one more. So just while we're waiting. So as far as the backstory goes, Glenwood a couple years ago they did make it to the state finals. At the time, Springfield was not competing. However, after that, the following year, they faced each other in the regular season. Close matchup. I believe Springfield came ahead on that one. And then it reversed itself. We went to the playoffs where they then met again. And at this time, then it was Glenwood who had the upper hand, taking out Springfield for, I believe it was third place last year in the state championship. We see them again. They're in the same division, both being in the South. So they're gonna face off here in the regular season. This is for control of Division B for the South Division. As these are our two undefeated teams. We have two readies, so here we're going to go.
Absolutely, and as we go into this, I'm ready for a 5-game series. Tonight is going to be crazy. I feel it in my bones. We're going to get some crazy boops and environmental kills. We are going to have a good series here at Turf.
That's right. Looking for all sorts of love. So and I get it. Almost. No, we don't get well right. Okay, so I don't get my environmental one, so I got to get well on the next one. So we're going to go here to Lighthouse. Will be our first one. And we're going to see what our players come out as. So you might see some displacement heroes. We've got on the side of Springfield, we do have Jankbear's going to possibly come out on ball. We'll see if that comes into play, as well as Zionux in his rope. Oh, maybe switching to hook. We'll see what happens there. But Ghost definitely with his aerial attack, looking to get some movements, as well as Jumpin' Badger with his rocket can definitely do some displacement there. So we may see a couple. We might wait till Ilios if we get well to see what kind of over-under bets we have. All right, let's bring the action to you guys now. Our first match of the night. And here we go. Ghost takes the skies. Let's see if he can get an angle.
I want to see this Pharmacy work. I'm not sure how much it's going to work, but God, do I love a Pharmacy. I want to see something crazy happen with this.
Raindrop could definitely put a dent in that if he's able to get something going. Awful's going to have a hard time doing much with it, but Raindrop's going to be the key to helping that out.
Of course, falling a little more capital back up, but Magog got very slow.
Glenwood does manage to take control of the point early. It is now starting to build. They take early control of that. So there's still teams that are kind of dancing around each other, trying to find an angle. Hook comes in, doesn't hook anything there. Big 4-person anti. Let's see if they go off of it. They do. Springfield trying to push it in. They get 2.
Healer's down. Looks like it should be an easy pick for them. Waffle falling down, though.
However, Jankbear getting a couple of kills, so now there we go. Now we're going to get that flip.
Ooh, environmental kills. There we go.
Yep, so double boop. There's 2.
Double boop. Point going over to the Capitals, though. Hopefully, we'll see if they can get a little bit on here. Probably going to be around 20% before the next re-engage here, though. Got one ult on the side of Capitals, one more on the side of Glenwood. Very excited to see what Farah can do with this ult. Raindrop building up toward the ult also.
Springfield, interesting, is taking a defensive position outside, off to the right. Let's see if they cycle back in. Yes, they do. But Glenwood's going right into the teeth of them, making them play with their backs against the wall.
Fulcrum popping the ult, getting some good heals.
Martin going down. Jakefair, but Ghost comes in with a barrage.
Double kill on it.
Flip here.
Goes down.
Doesn't change over. It does. The swap comes through, but they're still going back and forth on point. Jakefair comes the whole hog. Lets it go.
Who dead?
3 dead. 3K by Jugbear. Gets 4. Sweated jumps off. So we did have a momentary switch, which kind of evened out our percentages. So this map's going to kind of go either way. However, Ghost is going to have to build up that percentage again. He's only at 4, so he's going to need to... He's not going to have a barrage for this fight. Let's take the rest and look for the rest of our ultimates. Looks like we're going to have 4 coming online for Glenwood. Only 2 currently right now. We'll have the Nano and the Grav for Springfield.
Absolutely, and about to have the grab on Glenwood Titans. Excited to see what Zarya can pop with that. Could be a very easy retake with those 4 ultimates.
Spartan gets an early pick. They may not need to use it at all. There it is. They do decide to drop it still.
3 ults popped on the side of Glenwood. Looks like this
really wanted that point
for Glenwood. Absolutely. Not playing around. Saw the map is about 70% over towards Capital. Said we need to take this. Do whatever they can. Pop a bunch of ults. Overall, pretty much worth it at that point. Pops 3 ults. Gets a good eco off there. Raindrop switching off to McCree.
Yep. We're going to have... So Springfield, sensing what was going on, decided to do a dry fight. So they're going to come in with the now having the ult advantage and try to flip this back. But there is, I think, enough time at 73%, even if they end up taking... Oh, Raindrop does get sweated, though. So that's a big hit right there. They're going to have to come... Oh, it's going to be a 4-person grab going up in the air. That's going to be trouble for Glenwood.
4 falling, 5 falling.
Yep.
Looks like
it
goes
over to Springfield. But there's enough time now with the flip. So they ended up using both. Springfield used both of their ultimates. They're only going to have Death Blossom online, maybe Whole Hog, depending on how well Junkbear can farm. Meanwhile, on the side of Glenwood, they're only going to have a Mercy ult. So it's going to be pretty much a skill versus skill battle. We're not going to have a lot going on. So let's see what kind of angle they decide to take. 93%. Oh, the hook comes in. Cobalt goes off. Huge by Junkbear.
Junkbear with a Whole Hog.
And he does get the Whole Hog because of that. And
4 finds 5.
First one's going to go, I have a feeling. Yep, and it comes in just for good measure. Waffle, thanks for that.
Halen tried to help out a little bit.
Overtime chipped away. Springfield does take first point on Lighthouse Ilios.
Absolutely. It was a very back and forth there for a little bit there. Springfield with some very good ult usage. Also, interesting that I didn't see enough of the Hanzo there from Ghost. He switched off of the Pharah. I'm interested to see him play some more Hanzo, though. I think Hanzo's a fun pick. I want to see if he keeps that up.
So we go back, go to Temple now. We are not, unless we get a third one, I'm not going to get my favorite well. So, somebody get me a third point, please. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Do it for Coaster. Go on.
Sorry, that's right. So Junkbear showing off his hook skills. Getting those going on where he's going to come. No, probably not on this map. Usually not recommended. So we're going to get the double shield combo. The old Ryan Zarya. Let's go.
The good old classic. Good old Resident Sleeper.
For Glenwood, this is really going to come down to Ghost's effectiveness. Jumping Badger will get plenty of damage done, especially considering he's going up against Ryan Zarya, so he'll get his worth in, as will Waffle. However, Ghost getting it over Raindrop, that's where it's going to be, is the DPS battle. Who's going to get more value out of that?
Absolutely. If Ghost can get some good picks here, absolutely has to go the way of Glenwood. I think it can easily go towards him, especially if Ghost gets any good picks.
All right, time unlocking here in 1 second. Are they going to challenge? They start to come down. Lucio did get anti, but Jumping Badger drops. Cobalt's slow, running low. Do they push it? Spartan goes down.
Goes to Springfield. They're pushing him off.
Yep.
Looks like 3 down. Sweated getting picked off too.
See if they run a delay here.
Springfield running towards him, getting a little greedy, hoping to get some more picks here at the end. Gonna look to stagger Cobalt.
Everyone follow me.
Yep. And now they fall back.
Move to the beat.
So looking at a percentage, Junkbear's getting up there to his shedder. Zynox has almost got his grab. So Springfield's kind of sitting pretty, definitely in the ult advantage. Ghost decides to swap off of the Widow. Wasn't working out. Going to Genji, not something I normally see in this meta.
Yeah, I'm confused about the Genji pick. I wonder if this is a good pocket pick or what, because I don't think Genji's too good right now.
Yeah, he's got to build some ults. I think the idea here is they want to win with Nano Blade, which is great when you can get it farmed up. But by the time they're going to have it one time. The Shatter is blocked. Junkbear gets no value out of that. However, the other ultimate does come in. And they are able to clean up. So even though the Shatter gets blocked, Zynox comes in and saves the day with that 4-person grab. That worked out rather well.
Mm-hmm. Fulcrum also, I believe, popped the ult there too, keeping everyone up, getting some good damage off too.
Yes, they did. Spartan, I didn't see who he used it on, but he just no longer has his Nano. So Nano Blade is I don't think there's enough time to farm it. You're at 25%. You got to win this fight. This is going to be. You got to get a good shatter.
Or a good grab.
A great grab.
But Ghost
Jumping Badger comes in. Doesn't get three. So I think we are going to see a flip here at the last possible second. So we are going to get that. So now Ghost does have his blade, and Spartan could probably farm up his nano in time for a defensive nano blade to try to hold on to this point, but they're going to need to win at least 2 more team battles in this process.
Very good ult there by Jumpin' Badger. Finds, 3 with that ult, then was able to pick off the 4th. Lots of good ult usage there from Glenwood with just, 2, I believe. So hopefully they can keep that up so we can get this 3rd point here for you, Turf.
Glenwood playing very far up, trying to not let them advance, but you're going to have to worry about that angle. They get double anti there. So be careful with that. They're starting to fall back. Here comes the blade on the backside.
Swings around, isn't finding anything.
Yeah, but out Cobalt. So he did some damage, but they don't take out a Ghost, but the damage has been done. So it does let them hold on to that. Let's see if they stall out. They got no. Okay, they let them go.
Wipe for Glenwood onto Capitals. But can't say I'm impressed with the Nano Blade very much. Didn't really find anything with it.
No, not a whole lot. And here's the bigger issue. We now have 4, possibly 5 ultimates coming online for Springfield. They need to win 1 battle. This has to be one heck of a Glenwood defense to get through these. I think Jinkberg's looking for that angle to get that shatter in. Let's see if he finds it.
Find the good shatter. It's pretty much game. Especially Zynex almost at the
goal. He dropped in on it. Oh, everybody's separated. Only gets Cobalt. Oh, the backside. So we got to trade 1 tank for 1 DPS. Oh, High Noon comes in. Raindrop doesn't connect at all. Oh, he gets a double kill. That's huge.
That's huge.
That's the third down.
Raindrop's going nuts. Finds 4 there, and that's going to be the point over to Capitals.
Okay. Point to Capital. I don't think they're going to get back in time to touch this.
Switching to Tracer and Lucio.
Here goes the overtime. So as it starts to take, so Ghost was able to trace her onto it very, very quickly. Let's see what happens here. Does get taken out though, so now it's just a stall game. Grab only gets Raindrop. Nothing else going here. This is just desperation time. I think eventually we're going to see Ilios going the way of Springfield in a 2-0. No well for Coach Turf. Sad face.
Absolutely. Very sad face.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
I think Raindrop just got to play the game there. That was a disgusting amount of clicks by him. He was playing an old school point-and-click adventure game right there. He said, let me find those little secrets. Let me start clicking. Jankbear with the play of the game, though. Interesting. I want to see what this was.
Early hog, early on. Coming in here is going to be, there's it.
This is gross. This is gross.
Everybody in a small, short space. Enjoy yourself there.
Right. Hey, we got
one more extra.
Kills. Sadly, didn't get the amount you wanted, but overall, a good first map.
That's right. I think there was enough there back and forth, which was good, especially on the first one in Lighthouse. That I think our teams are well enough matched that I think Glenwood definitely can do something. They just have to find a way to break through that front line of Springfield. It's a pretty stout front line, and they've got good supports behind them. But I think we saw some vulnerabilities there with maybe some Pharah action and stuff like that. So, they want skins on. Okay, well, let's go ahead and turn those on then, I guess.
That first map tells me we're going to have a good series. That's all I need to know.
That's all you need.
Of it being a 2-0, it looked close, and I think we're going to have a very bloody second map.
All right, so this one we're going to have our choice of maps is going to end up going to Glenwood, and I believe our choice is, I have to check it again. Not Assault. Nope. Should be Escort. I believe it's Escort. I just run and check my spreadsheet, but I'm pretty sure. Trying to remember from earlier today. Yes, it is Escort choice. Escort choice 2. Choice 2, Glenwood.
Shout out to an Escort choice. Escort map's always fun.
That's right. And here's where our streamer is going to really get annoyed, because as soon as this happens, Capitals are going to choose defense, and we're going to flop the colors, where Capitals are probably going to go blue and Titans will go red, but we'll find out here in a second. So just stand by on that. Route 66. Let's find out what Capitals want.
I will say, based on that last match, I don't know how many of you feel this in the chat, but Reinhardt Zarya is never something too fun for me to watch. It feels like a classic. Yep. But every day I think that, at least I say it's not GOATs.
That's right. Well, okay. I have a special place in my heart for Ghost with considering what it did for our team. So I don't hate it nearly as much. We are going to have a swap. So we are going to swap all. And I have to remember to make sure that Rogue Leader is spectating the red now. And I have to rename the name. So this is now Capitals. Okay, we are actually going to go to a break so we can get our streaming stuff done. So everybody hang tight. And when we come back, we'll bring you map 2 on Route 66. Hang tight, people. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging tight with us. We just had to do some stream work because our teams flopped, so we want to make sure that we're getting our graphics all set up. So our first map, Ilios, Capitals, Springfield Capitals took that one. So they're up 1-0, but Titans have chosen Route 66 for their escort map. One of the longer standing maps that we've got. So let's check to see if our teams are ready. Is there anything outstanding on this map, Tebow, that you enjoy seeing, whether it be between the different points, or what's your particular favorites on here?
All right, so I'm going to tell you straight up, Route 66, one of my least favorite maps because I have very bad memories and flashbacks of just dying to Bastions when the game was in beta. It's just like a complete idiot, like beta Bastion just destroying me. So honestly, this map, I don't love too much about it. But what I do love is that, honestly, the first point is just such a fun chokehold. I feel like you get a lot of crazy stuff, especially right around the side of the gas station. You get some very fun stuff there.
So we've seen a lot of different things from cave usages. That's one of, it's come. We've seen, when we did state final stuff like that, we had the lower cave usage just kind of hiding out, or upper cave, or whatever the case is. A lot of times you see, you get that first defense. They like to set up on top of the gas station and just kind of try to hold that first corner. It just really depends on what what's preferred. So again, I wonder what Ghost is doing. I'm hoping he can. The Genji thing is just confusing to me right now until I see something pop off on it. Nano Blade works, but even the one that we saw wasn't entirely super effective. But we are going to see. Looks like Jenfair wants to get back on his hog, so he's going to enjoy that.
Now, like you said, I want to see this. I want to see this Genji work. As somebody who can't play DPS and only plays tanks because I'm small brained, I love playing Genji, even though my mind can't wrap anything around it. I want to see this work so badly.
So it does look like Springfield's going to, again, kind of set up defense on the top of gas station there. They do have Waffle sitting in the wings, going to drop down on their tanks. All right, so they are going to come a little poke here. See if they decide to do anything other than that. Waffle could get a very easy pick, though, if he's able to come around the corner on Spartan. But Spartan does drop down. Here comes Waffle in the back line. And there goes Jinkbear. So that does not bode well for Springfield at all. They are going to be able to re-engage, but they're going to need to fall back and defend almost. Oh, we do get the res. Okay. So I was wondering if they were going to get around to deny that. They did not. That's something you got to look for with that early pick. The hook comes in. Jumping Patrick does get Waffle. Big anti there. Raindrop goes down. The Ghost is getting some work done on Genji. All right. Prove me wrong. I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, very crazy so far.
Yep. At this point, oh, and a sleep and another anti. And that's it. This is going to be a straight steamroll for Glenwood on point A. They're going to go non-stop.
All right, Ghost proving us wrong, throwing up a very cheeky hello. Yeah, honestly, that's exactly what I wanted to see. That was a crazy first play. I originally wanted to criticize not pushing for the res, but then just killing him right after anyway. That is crazy. Someone IRL falls really low, and I think Capitals got a little greedy there. I think they were a little too confident. That's how Jinkbear falls. Raindrop falls too.
Getting that pick. Look at him doing. All right, so he has figured whatever it is. He's figured out between the maps what he needs to do on his Genji. So they were able to work this around. We do have the res come in, but now it's been used. So on this next engage, it will not be available. We're going to see first corner hold here by the saloon. Here comes Ghost. Is it going to come in now? Yes, Nano Blade on the right side. He does get the sleep, but it's too late. Great shot by Legat, but that was just too late, unfortunately. Ends up being all 6 going down. This payload has not stopped. Glenwood is like, look, we don't care. We're going.
Glenwood Titans are smurfing right now. I don't know what crazy thing happened between them, what speech gap they were given to all of a sudden pop off like this. But this is insane. This card has not stopped.
Not stopped. Coach Kennedy, props to you. Whatever you did to fire your team up, man. I tell
you got that K-Kona belt out. That's all I can say. He said, boys, you better get in there. Someone I don't know, pushing up, has the ult still. Both are popping ult, getting up in the air.
So we're going to, just a dance here, coming up the ramp. High ground right now to Springfield. Oh, you get a 4-person grab. Raindrop does get 1. Can he get any more work done? Raindrop gets 2. So here's the grab gets the bunch, but Raindrop on the upper level just raining down. No pun intended, or was there? The DPS coming in. Wow, that was really, really bad. Oh, okay.
You know, we got to take the plug. I'll take it. But hey, at least Capital's proven they're still alive a little bit. Raindrop gets a couple good kills there. Ghost falling low. Doesn't find the pick.
Sweated does pop his ultimate for that, so they're going to come in. Here comes Bob coming in. Can they do anything about it? Raindrop does get Cobalt. Bob gets put to sleep. Hammer. Big slam, that's going to be the end of that push. So as easy as it was to take A and B has become just as difficult for Glenwood at point C in the initial engage. Raindrop has found something going on his Ash. He's been lighting it up.
Man, this game is already turning bloody. Something happened with Springfield Capitals at third point. They're back against the wall. They know they got to play hard, and they are playing hard for it. They are not going to let this happen to them.
Anti on someone in real life.
Someone's been anti.
Someone's been anti.
Aren't we all anti right now?
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
am I?
All right. However, we are going to see a large ult advantage coming the way of Springfield. Let's see what they decide to do with it. Ghost is really trying to build this up if he can get it. Oh, he gets jumped in though. So they burn the grab. Zyna burns his grab just to get Genji because he knows he's coming in for the Nano Blade. Now they have to back out. 3 minutes, 54 seconds remain. They do get Jumpin' Badger. And they are not going to get some. Okay. Coming out here, they're going to have the Nano Blade. Waffle could shut it down. Legat was able to get the sleep dart on Genji last time. He's going to have to be making sure that when he pops this, he's not doing it up in the middle of the air, out in the open. I'd almost like to see them do the Nano Blade in hidden quarters. Oh, he goes up again.
Goes for it.
Ghost does get Fulcrum. Finds 1.
Finds
2 Raindrop. Zionix drops.
You find one.
Have one contest here. So let's see if they get a good stagger here. They do. Legat and Waffle both go down late. This is just going to be as much as they can delay for Springfield.
Xanax on the ball.
Yep, coming in. See what he works can get done.
Fine.
I think, again, just the stall. It's just the stall at this point. Yep, Xanax. Waffle does get Spartan.
Oh, okay.
So that could do something there, depending on what happens.
Ghost falling low.
It's high noon. What's it get done? Anything?
Nothing.
It does not. Raindrop goes down. So, you know what? I think Springfield started to stabilize. I say that, and I was done.
That's gonna be it. Oh, wait, Xanax.
Someone goes down. Every time you think it's going, this ball is real, people.
They're really trying.
Is Bob gonna get Genji? Bob kills Genji. Did they get the point? No!
Oh no!
1 meter!
Oh my goodness! What are we watching, sir?
Oh, the slam by Jinxler, but the grab comes in. Cobalt.
Who's on the point? They're holding hands, hold the point, and they are holding it.
Yep. Now they're all 6 are back on full defense.
They've wasted 2 minutes of their time. This is insane, Turp. What are we watching?
Great hold. They get Ghost, but Zynex goes down. They decide to fall back here with losing a DPS. I think they can still manage to push forward, but they decide not to. They want their full 6.
All right.
Springfield has stabilized at 1.36 meters.
They can breathe for just 1 more minute. After 15 minutes.
No breath.
Oh
All the
my
drilling. Let's go.
That is one of the craziest things I've seen in quite a while, Turp.
Great hold. Zynex coming down. He's going to drop the bomb.
Oh my god, they played
wow. They timed that so he comes on the drop right as the fire strike comes through.
That's all! Turp! What am I watching?
You watched what's called the timing play. With a ball drop and a fire strike, that's enough damage to take anybody out but a tank if they don't have enough shields or healing going on. And it was perfectly timed.
5 ults on Capitals.
They're gonna have 6. They're gonna have 6. They will alt hold this at 1.36. Here's what, and so at least out of this map will not be a tie. You cannot tie at 1.36 meters. It's not gonna happen. So either Springfield's gonna win by completing, or they won't get all the way there. But let's finish up this map to see if. Okay, here comes map. Gets the Matrix out.
There goes
Anything for it. Yep, Raindrop feeds through, gets Ghost. Dynamite. You get the res come in. Hammer comes in, does get blocked. Cobalt's running awfully low on life. Beat drop comes in. That's a lot of life for Springfield. 23 seconds left to go.
Not finding the flex.
Oh, Waffle! Oh, Big Blossom. And the rest of it gets cleaned up.
Fine, 4, 5, 5.
We're going to see the hold.
And that is a hold, Turf. They might be able to barely get there. Oh my good God, Turf. What a crazy hold.
Let's bring ourselves into the locker rooms for each of these teams.
Okay.
We got to finish this up here.
Okay, hold on. There they go.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's good. Oh, okay.
That hurt.
Zynex smurfing on this little hamster man.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Is it over? Are we done? All right.
I think we're finally reached midway point.
Oh my goodness!
All right.
What a crazy map.
Well, only half of myself. Yeah. Trying to bring into the locker room. Think about these teams. Springfield gets demolished on point A and B, holds point C for a while, but looks like they're about to give up and finds a way to hold on by the skin of their teeth. So they got to be having the adrenaline, like, guys, we can do this. We just held them at 1.1 something, you know, what 1 point, I can't read it now, but
1.36, I think.
Yeah, 1.36, something like that. Just a 1 meter away, basically. And Glenwood, also, don't be disheartened by this. You guys took point A and point B so easy that the amount of time that it took, you know, that you got by getting there, you're okay. You just have to not let them basically win the map. This is just don't let them win the map, because that's how close this payload was. So Springfield can come out, you know, hopefully they're, I'm kind of wondering, so it looks like they're going to go not quite full dive. We'll see if Jennifer decides to stay on the Winston. But okay, nope. Wonder what, I think we're going to see some changes. We'll wait until the very end. I would not be surprised if it's Ryan Zarya coming out for both teams. Badger going on his Junkrat. So let's see what that goes. Okay. Yep. Okay. So no big surprises here. Junkrat, great. I think for first point defense.
Agreed. Spam that corner.
Yeah. Spam that stuff. Get work those angles, looking for that stuff. Get that early rip tire. Can really stall out A for a long time if you can get some damage going. Let's see if he can build any up here early on.
They're looking around the corner.
Again, roof defense for first point. Oh, we get the hook. He does get it. Got to drop though. The rest of his team's got to go with him. So someone come down. The life's a little low for Spring, so they're going to back out of this. Try to heal up through this damage.
Right. If Glenwood can hold this as well as they push it, they're in good spot. I mean, we can obviously talk about how infuriating that last point was for Glenwood, but this hole is already looking better than what Springfield had.
Ghost with a sliver of life. I don't know how he survived that one. He had to be a single digit. Big anti onto someone. Let's see if they can take advantage of that. Nope, don't get it done. Waffle's running low. All right, Springfield's able to heal back up. Oh, Dick there gets the pick on the Spartan. So that's going to be, big three-person anti. Big three-person anti by Legat. Well done, sir. All right, so we did have a minor hold. I don't think we're going to be able to get back in time to re-engage. No, I don't know. Maybe Zarya can try to pop out. We'll see what happens here.
We'll see.
They're going to have... They could do it if they decide to commit.
They'll be there at this point. They could run in.
I don't know. They got to go now. 2 minutes, 2 meters. No, they're going to get a little late. I was like, if they weren't going to go, then it was too late. So we're going to get a couple late picks. That's just unfortunately feeding into the ultimate usage for Springfield. So that's not going to help them for point B at all. So let's see if Springfield decides to push it. I think they should. Yep, I think they absolutely should push this up as much as they can.
Feel like the grab ult from Xionex was a little weird. Feels like that was kind of a waste. You could have picked the one guy by himself much easier than that.
Yep.
So that's a lot.
Now, I see if Raindrop decides to stay up there. I think he should if he can do so. If he can establish the high ground, that's going to be useful for when this payload gets around the corner. Springfield did come off the payload there for a while. It was kind of slowed up. So it's going to definitely allow Glenwood to get back into a more defensive posture. The hook misses, so they're coming up on top. See if Raindrop decides to stay. Oh, Raindrop gets in mid-air pick on Jumpin' Badger.
Gets him right in the face. He's got Bob. Can throw it in right behind him. They're not really stopping him.
Nope. So here comes the res. Do they throw Bob in? Jankberg does go down, but Ghost goes down. Here comes the tire. Doesn't get anything for it. Yep, we get Waffle. So we are going to see a bit of a hold, I think, here on Glenwood. They have stabilized. It looks like, yep, they're going to jump off the map. Try not to feed anymore. Xionex eventually will go a little late. Should have gone probably a little earlier, but there he goes.
Yeah, like you said, kind of a weird stagger there, but another good hold by Glenwood.
So we're at 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes here, and it's not out of the woods. So Ghost goes back on the Genji. Jumpin' Badger stays on his Junkrat.
They keep
trying with that so much. Yep, they keep trying. I mean, again, it worked on the attack. So Raindrop, that's going to be the one. She's getting boosted by her Mercy. All right, here comes the ults. Everybody getting damage boosted now.
Raindrop does have Bob.
Everybody getting healed now. Here we go. Around the first corner.
There goes Bob.
Oh, big grab. 4-person grab. Can they get anything out of it? Doesn't appear to be anything happened, but the Bob. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Melted like butter.
Melts them. Like you said, that grab by Cobalt looked pretty good. I'm like, hey, they're stopping the push. That's what matters. Don't really find anything. That's fine. But between the Bob and the Blossom, absolutely shreds through Glenwood.
Oh man, that was gruesome looking.
Absolutely.
I want to be on their side. Okay. So Springfield now sitting in a very advantageous position. They have 4 minutes to finish this map. So Glenwood has to put on an equally good defense as Springfield did to hold this point for 4 minutes. So you're looking for single picks, anything to delay. You cannot lose anyone, though, early on. Otherwise, you're going to give up half of this point already. Ghost trying to work on his ult. Definitely the Nano Blade would definitely work out in this situation for him. Oh, Cobalt does go down to Ghost. He's going to pop it, being half nanoed on life. He gets 2, but now he goes down. That was a very risky usage, being half on life. We've got some trades.
Very even fight. Never mind.
For Springfield left, but they're not going to be able to get back in time. The rest of the team is going to be behind. I'm going to be interested to see if they decide to play up on this. They do, trying to push this as far as they can. I'm just worried about, see, now you get the stall here. If anybody goes down, yep, there goes Raindrop.
We've got stall round 2.
Yes, we do. So the res does come in. Again, not really looking to deny that res. Bob comes in hard. Does get anti. Someone goes down. That's a big loss. Sweated, Spartan, everybody's dropping.
3 down. Just got to get.
They're losing all their players. I don't think anybody's left. Can they get back in time? Ghost comes in, but
running around and he falls. That's gonna be. Oh, maybe not. So oh, that's it. All right. Oh well. Okay. Here we go. Hold round
I'm
2.
not saying anything about it being over.
All right.
I refuse to, just based on the fact that it's still being outfielded.
All right. All right.
Oh
my God.
Good round, though. I absolutely agree. Good round for everybody. Well done by both teams.
Man,
so, nice to close. Waffle with this Reaper buttermelt. Oh. You like butter on your waffles? I do. Let's warp in and get this thing done. Oh, they were anti.
Oh my God.
You've got to give some props to Leggett. Had a 4-person anti on top of, so that's what made it look so good. I really think Anna gets the props there for getting that anti down. That's just me personally. So.
Yeah, support your supports.
That's right. Gotta love that. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and try to figure out map 3 here in a little bit. We're gonna go take a quick break. And by the time we come back, we'll have the maps and sides sorted out. So don't go anywhere. Come right back. We'll bring you map 3. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are ready now for map 3, our assault map. Springfield has won map 1 on Ilios, map 2 on Route 66, and a very, very closely contested matchup. We were commenting during our break. Our casters were like, we got to get a drink. We got to cool off a little bit. Man, that hold by Springfield at the end of the first half was insane. Tivo, I don't. Other than what do you call that?
It's what I like to call it is the solo queue special, Terp. When you play a game out of your mind and you try so hard, but your team just can't push the 1 meter and you're just screaming into your keyboard. It's one of those, Terp. One of the craziest things I've seen in a while.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I think we'll clip some highlights on that one and get that stuff posted. Put that in our scrapbook for the year for sure. casters and game alike. So a lot of fun to get that one. We're going to bring you guys Temple of Anubis now for Assault. Capitals have chosen to be on defense again. Going with what we saw off the last map, if it's closely contested as it was, this could be like an 8-9 matchup at the very end. So, you know, I would like to see at least both of them complete it one time and then kind of see what how the world of time banks work and comes into play. That's really one of the, to me, is one of the underplayed parts of this game is time banks, especially for teams that, okay, yeah, they're going to complete, or they have a good chance of completing, but how you play time banks and stuff like that. We ran into that, you know, when we did nationals. It was, you know, we felt we did pretty good, but it was just a matter of how much time was left compared to when the other team was playing. So we'll see where that goes. I'd be very interested to see what kind of comps and map strategy we got for high grounds and.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so if Ghost sticks with it, this is what I was kind of wondering was going to come out. I don't know if Springfield's going to be ready for this.
Very different than what Ghost has played recently. So
yeah, well, more so for the quick. I think they're going to try to go under. My guess would be under bridge. Usually it's under bridge or side room teleport. But side room teleport basically signals what you're trying to do. If you can go under bridge, you can get to the point right away before they can set up on defense. Meanwhile, we take a look at Raindrop where he's going to go. Kind of wondering. He's kind of late to the party at 4 seconds left. So normally he's going to go high ground, but he's not anywhere near set up.
interesting.
So he's going to go to point and play defense. So that may nullify the Ghost teleport. Let's see where they end up going with this. Do they go bridge? Nope, they go inside. Okay, do they go to point? Yes, they do. Right to point. Big anti again by Legat. Doesn't get anything out of this. Spartan and Ghost dropping low. Raindrop does get Ghost. But Jankbear goes down. So are we going to get a chick? We get one. Okay, Jankbear does go down. Another big. Oh, someone gets waffled. But Gunman Badger drops the Raindrop. Another trade. But Zionex has got to stay on this point to try before he can get another tick. He's not going to be able to stay there much longer. Oh, big rock to someone's face. Ghost does get Raindrop. I think this might be... Yes, I think that's pretty much going to be it for point A. I mean, stall as much as you can, obviously, Jankbear, but... Oh, no, you got okay, so income, yeah, there we go.
There we go,
there goes everybody. All right, so a couple of seconds, you know, they are doing some good stalls here, don't get me wrong. But we are going to see a full swap here. The only thing I have when I see stuff like that is those kind of stalls is really feeding into what the other team has for ultimates. And in Anubis, you can snowball into B very, very easily. So you really want to avoid feeding the other team that's on attack, because B might be really tough to hold if they've got that advantage. Speaking of, they are going to have three to 4. Oh, early engage on the, I don't know if that was used. But Raindrop. Huge. Oh, waffle. Comes in with a tire. A fat tire.
Looks like a very powerful.
Oh, shuts the door.
He uses two ults, say, please get out of my house. We're not doing this again. Like you said, it can turn into a snowball real fast. And it looked like it could have almost went that way. Zynex!
Okay. That's a real big push-up. That's reminiscent of what my team likes to do. I don't like it usually, but they were able to work it out. Okay, so they go, oh, let's beat now. We get this now. It's not really a go, but at least they don't have to worry about that. Springfield is going to have... Oh, okay, here comes the res, so now that's gone.
2 spawns in a row that Ghost gets Raindrop.
Yeah. He's got his number. It's interesting, he's played a lot of different characters on his sniper type, but Ghost almost got his dragon going. So here's what I want to see. Cobalt drops that grab. Ghost comes in with the... Let's see what they decide to do. There it is. Does it come out now?
Could be able
it does. Gets him off a point, so we're going to start the ticks. Bob comes in. It does contest, though, so that's one of the great things about Bob is you can put him on the backside of point like that. Everyone gets off of it. And no one's able to get any more advantage. Yep, and the tick goes away. They were a hair away from getting first tick, but Bob, honestly, that's got to go to Raindrop for saving that point.
Absolutely, that Bob was absolutely disgusting. Gets one more pick onto Jumpin' Badger. Solid hold there. Gets a couple ults out of the way of Glenwood there. Gives them just some more room to breathe. Zynex switches off the Hammond, goes back to Sigma.
So, I think someone's going to be looking for that fat shatter, and Jumpin' Badger's going to have to jump on that just to make sure that he guarantees kills. But that's really all you need for point B. That's all you're really looking for. Meanwhile, all you've got is Waffle now. That's the one thing. Waffle's got to look for backside connect on this drift tire and see what he can get. We do get a hook. Comes in on someone. All right, nothing there. Looking for the shatter. Oh, Jumping Better does not wait for it. He doesn't even need to use the shatter. So the res comes in but doesn't go off.
That looks like it might be going over.
Even touch point. Can Ball get? Oh, Ball barely gets touched.
Back on the ball.
The smash comes in. Here comes the tire on the backside, but the beat drop comes down. Tire is not going to find anything. Cobalt takes out the tire. Dragon comes in. Can they get the last pick?
That's barely back on the ball. There it goes.
No full hold. Not again.
Oh,
and with 3 minutes. There we go. With 3 minutes, Glenwood does complete. I'm calling it. We're going 9-8. It's gonna. I don't care who. We're going 9-8. What's gonna happen?
We sure are, Terp. Listen, Xionex gets on the ham and they shut that down instantly. They say, please get your annoying little hamster off of our point. Let us have this, please, God. Get him off of there. Wow.
There you go. That's some assertive aggressiveness for Glenwood. I like it, especially on point A. You know, they waited a little bit. I was kind of wondering when they were going to decide to pop it, because normally you see it coming out of that first archway, going underneath the bridge, just so you can get to point before the other team can set up. With them already on point, they decided to hold that teleport until they were able to get out of the first building, underneath the bridge and through. And that worked out really, really well for them. I'm absolutely not surprised at what Waffle is going to try to do. They love, Springfield loves their Symmetra, mostly on Hanamura. I know how much they love to use it. I think they're going to try to do something similar, but I don't know if it's going to be right to point. I think we'll have to wait and see where our defense gets set up. So this time, Jump Badger does take the high ground, so that's where you want him. That's good. And Ghost comes up as well. So we've got everybody up on the high ground. So they're able to definitely set up. So I'm just wondering, where is Waffle going to go with this? That's really my only question, is where are they going to decide to put this portal down? If you want to take away the high ground, you go right, or you go left for attackers. You go into the side room. Teleport in there without any worrying about getting picked off by anything. So let's see where they decide to use it.
Right, I think that if this goes well, I mean, that's an instant first point almost. So we'll see.
So they're going to run the same. Are they going to be cheeky and try to do the same exact? They're going to try to be the cheeky and do the same exact thing. They're going to get set up. They haven't used it yet. I don't even know what they're going to. Fulcrum goes down. Jenkberg goes down. So they didn't even use the teleport.
That's weird. Also, if you'll notice, it took Waffle about 5 seconds to even find where to click it. It looks like he didn't even know where he was aiming.
Yeah, something wasn't right there. I wonder if he's going to switch off it now. Yep, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So that was a one try trying to get it set up. I think they were like, you know what, Glenwood, we can see yours. We'll raise you. Right. Can't call that bluff, baby. Nope, they shut that down. They were all ready for it.
I have to criticize that by Capitals. That looked like a weird practicing issue. If you don't know where to put that turret, the teleporter, why are you running?
Oh, Spartan gets orbed down. Raindrop's going to come in with that res again. But now we've got a split team. If they dump in the backside damage, they tried to.
Heal back up there. Pushing back just a little bit. Someone's in their face.
Looking at Jenkberg, he's waiting around the corner. He's waiting for a shield to recharge. That's what I thought. I was hoping he wasn't disconnected.
All right, I was like, oh.
Yep, better. That's a huge loss, though, for Springfield. They're running out of time here at 2.5 minutes, and they haven't even gotten a tick. Careful here. Oh, an interesting charge by Jenkberg. Okay, that's not something you normally see unless it's desperation time.
Right, looking to get the ball charge, I guess, you know.
It worked. I mean, he was able to, here comes Bob, comes in the backside. Jenkberg does get nanoed. The shatter comes in, but doesn't find anybody, as someone is able to get that shield up. Jenkberg drops, Legate goes down. Glenwood looking to do a hold here on A. Good for them.
Like, for real, this is, might not be the 8-9 we were expecting at this point.
No, but it is, I'm not going to say no caster's curse here. Let's just watch the rest of this. All right, so we got high ground set up again by Ghost. Again, he's been able to get some good picks early on and really stall out this thing to see if he can get another one. Nope, they're able to all get under the safety. They're going to go around. Yep, okay, now they're going to go building. I thought so. They're going to go up to the next level. Let's see if they decide to retreat indoors. They do on the backside building. Yes. Okay, nope. They're not going down.
No ultimate set of capitals yet. Look, getting close.
All right, Raindrop does get an early pick on Sweated. No res coming in, but now... Oh, okay, so Legat does go down, so that is pretty big on the side of losing a support there when you're already trapped, but the res does come in. You're really looking for that mercy on that tire. Oh, the charge. Bob comes out again. Doesn't get any work done. Let's see here. The tick starts coming through. Cobalt goes down. Spartan goes down. Someone jumping Badger. Glenwood's great defensive line starts to drop with less than a minute. I think we're going to see. Don't be. Yep. Let's get off the point. Let's go set up back on B. You give him A at this point.
Right.
So we're going to add a couple of minutes. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. So, you know, about 45 seconds from now would be a tie. So if they're able to do a full rush run here, they could conceivably tie Glenwood. Otherwise, Glenwood will have the time advantage going in to the next replay of this map. Zionix goes down. Ghost again. I don't know, his accuracy today early on was rough that first map, but he has been lighting it up.
Spartan with these orbs are absolutely destructive. That's what his third kill this game already with those.
Yep.
That's insane. Getting really good picks there. Also have to praise Glenwood. They decided to hold the Zarya ult and get that first point, saying no, we're going to hold it.
They're going to have 5 ults to hold this in for 3 more minutes. So we are now about tied in our time. So at this point, Glenwood, you know, can just say, yes, we've done well. Obviously, we want to hold point B, but we hold the time advantage currently. Springfield going to come around the right side. Let's see what ults decide to get you. So Bob's going to come out into the side. I don't know if that's a misclick or a different place. They're going to wait that out, as they should. So wait till Bob goes away, and Bob's just going to wave at us. Hi, Bob. Bye, Bob. Okay. And now we're going to come back to main. Back to main on the re-engage. Let's see what more ults.
Oh my god.
Does it one more time. The ult comes in. Fire strike, tire. It all comes down. So Glenwood used 3 of their 4 at that time. Spartan still got his coalescence, so he can still use that. But now we're going to have a little bit of an advantage coming onto the side of Springfield. So that's going to be. I wonder how much if they just. I wonder if they invested just a little too much to defend it. I think they could have got away with probably 1 less ult usage, but.
Especially after
this what I'm really concerned about now, Zynox has been good on his grabs, and Waffle has been amazing on his Death Blossom. So that could be real trouble. Okay, here comes the Glen. Yep. Okay, but yep. There it is. So
there it is.
Does it again, just like we said. Grab comes in. Jinx Bear does what he needs to do, and Waffle comes in and cleans up the rest. So we're going to see some ticks come in. So now it's about just stall. Stall as much as you can, as fast as you can. Zarya's got to get up off that low ground. All right, so stall is on now for good. Wow, that was some really quick picks there. I didn't have a chance to call out who was dying. It's like, oh, it's already over.
It looks like that goes.
Oh, so the shatter comes in and someone just can't get on the point. That was actually going to be a really good chance at looking for a little bit of a stall, but we are going to go to another round. We are tied 2-2, and now it's the battle of the time banks.
Maybe it's happening.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It really depends on your overtimes. All right. So we're going to switch sides again. So Glenwood having the advantage of the time bank will be able now. It's going to be Springfield on attack one more time with 1:18. So they really need to have a successful first push. Could you have an early loss and still recover and still try to take it with 1:18? Yes, that's still possible. But you have to really be successful for this first push if you're Springfield. You got to find an early pick, steamroll that into A, and add some time so you can get over to B and still be able to lose a fight if necessary. Oh, let's see if we have any changes on our. So Ghost is going to go back to Hanzo. Okay, I'm all right. Again, doesn't really matter what he's been on Ashe, Hanzo. They've all been pretty decent.
If he can left click, he's playing it.
Yeah, I think for Raindrop again, that's where no surprises. I think we see what Springfield's comp is, what they're going to play, regardless of map. I think you're seeing it pretty much all the time at this point.
Comfort picks all around.
Yep. I agree. All right. So 1:18 to try to get as far as they can on this map, and then it'll be Glenwood's turn to do so as well. Again, I think first pick is so important. Like getting that first person down, regardless of which team, whether on offense or defense, is going to be a big point here. And there it is. Huge fire strike. Fulcrum is well behind his team going into that entry, and now they're all stuck. They can't wait. They got to go. Yep. So they're going to cycle up and hope that the rest of their team can catch up with them. But at this point, they're boxed in. It's going to be just a slow, painful hangout. Now, it'd be interesting to see if Glenwood decides to defend the entrance. Cobalt is definitely trying to do so. 38 seconds now remain. I'm trying to watch both angles here. Leggett does get Ghost. That's huge.
This could
Huge
be
on
what
the
they
side
need to
for
get
Springfield.
on
That's
the
exactly. Oh, and another anti comes down. Jumping Avenger gets dropped by Raindrop. What it does manage to grab Ghost, but now the time's going to start ticking. 20 seconds left. Can they get any picks? Leggett goes down, but Sweated drops as well. Oh, Zynex drops. That's big. Let's see if anybody else from Springfield goes, because right now it's defender's advantage.
We're down. Looks like this is going to go the way of Glenwood.
Yep, I think they're going to run out of time, so they're going to have one tick and a little bit more into it, and that's all. Well, let's see here. We'll wait to see what Zynex does. Nano ball. They got to love that.
So
right, whatever works, man. Done. There you go.
Gotta respect the attempt.
Shatter, charge, and there we go. Okay. So 2 minutes, 58 seconds for Glenwood to, all they need to do is advance through point A. And again, just that little bit. So again, after progress at 42%. So they need a tick and a half for 2 minutes and 58 seconds. They have a lot, and again, this is why that time bank is so important, especially on Anubis. They got a lot of time to get this.
They do have a lot of time to get this, and I think it's insanely possible. They have almost double the time that Springfield had. There's entirely a chance that Springfield holds this, of course. But Glenwood, if they play this like they played the first time, they can just absolutely rip through this first point.
Now, I am not sure I want to see them come out with the Symmetra pick. If they've already queued it up, I guess, so we'll see what happens. Honestly, I would have loved to see some Fire Mercy. I don't think Springfield would have been ready for that. Raindrop coming out. All right, they're going to bash instead of. They're going to go high ground. High ground shields. Okay. Yeah, so there's...
Desperation is what it is.
Yeah, well, it's like we have to hold. We have to hold. The problem is one loss. So Raindrop cannot die. If Raindrop goes, this whole thing falls apart. So let's see where he decides to set up.
This
50
is
seconds to get there, though. I wonder what is just Glenwood or Springfield running late out of the gates?
I don't know. This is so odd. You should have like
not anywhere near where he wants to. Okay, so they're gonna full on defense at rooftop on the back side. Okay, so they've obviously practiced this because this is it's definitely not super traditional. Okay, that's about as defensive as you're gonna get it. It allows for an easy drop down on the point. Again, Ghost, it basically nullifies what Ghost wants to do.
Right, if we all stand here with shields, he can't left click us. And with Symmetra, he can't.
Well, the one thing I would say is if they are able to get, they could teleport across to the other rooftop, but they may not even have to do that. They're just going to try to get in their face. I don't know if that's going to work out. So, oh, big fire strike there. That's all you're looking for is just to drop some damage. They can wait this out. I mean, honestly, it's like you got 3 minutes, man. There's no rush. They decide to go early. They do get Raindrop. So, yes, they did drop 2 with the Prophet. Waffle goes down. Raindrop gets red. Spartan goes down. Springfield dropping left and right. They've only got Zynex left.
But I believe that one
Raindrop's still alive.
Ghost is like trying to do the work up there. Not going to be able to get anything done, my friend. You're current. All right, there we go.
Get staggered. All right.
So here's the thing, though. It's a long run back for Springfield to get back to this. And it's a much shorter trip for Glenwood. So, but Raindrop with the damage boost manages to get a kill. Man, they're just feeding into it now. Oh, you guys need to... No. Okay. We got to have a regroup here because it was a 3-on-6. There was no reason to just rush the point like that into a bastion, a damage boosted bastion. 1.5 minutes now. They have no ticks. And now we have ult advantage going to the side of Springfield. What was looking so good for Glenwood is now looking very questionable if they're even going to manage to get a tick out of this.
We can't.
We'll see what happens. They do change up the upper level defense. All right. They come into it. All right. Ult comes out. Waffle goes down early. That might be big. See if anybody else. So here comes the tank.
Tank. Oh!
Tank's going to work. With 50 seconds left to go, 57 seconds left to go, the tank got the work done, that's for sure. All right. Now, this last one is going to come down to your ult usage. Pure, plain, and simple. Shatter, Riptire, and Matrix on the side for Springfield. Shatter, Beat Drop, Coalescence, possibly Grab, and possibly Tire on the side for... All right, so we're going to have an early usage, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Just melt them through people using that amplification matrix, but there's still enough time to come back to that. So that is now gone. So the only thing they're going to have is a shatter and a rip tire. That rip tire hits, it could be huge. Let's see when they decide to use that. 17 seconds left. This is going to come down, guys, to the very end. We're going to set up on top of Fountain. The hammer comes down. 4-person stun. Jinxbear goes just to get Ghost. That's a big pick. Here comes the rip tire. Then the game. 2 for 3. We got 4 down on the side. Oh, Glenwood got only 1 left. Damn,
and
nobody left in overtime. It's going to go the way of Springfield again. It's the hold.
Here we go.
They earned this 3-0 with those defensive plays.
Oh my
well done,
goodness.
both teams. Hats off to Capitals. Amazing defense. That, you know, whatever it worked. Whatever they decided to do, they back pocketed that bastion, and man,
with back against the wall, Springfield is able. That's their comfort zone. Backs against the wall, they're ready to hold.
Go Waffle again with a fat tire, and there it is for his play of the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us, unfortunately, to the end of our match. I didn't get another map. I just thought I had one.
One day I'll cast something besides a 3-0 Terp.
All right. All right, well, join us again next week. We'll have a Crosstown Classic. Next week should be an interesting one. We got Naperville North versus Naperville Central. I will not be casting that one, so we'll bring back Dalton from Springfield to be handling that one. But for now, this is Coach Terp signing off. Thank you all. It was a very entertaining evening. Thank you, Timo, for all your stuff. And yes, all right, we do have our podcast. Just want to mention that the IHSEA podcast, especially important tonight. We are highlighting our Super Smash and our Valorant titles that are coming up. So please make sure everybody tune into that. If you're interested, coaches, players, come and ask questions in chat. We'll have our tournament organizers online and ready to go to answer your stuff. But again, thank you all for joining us tonight. Again, so this is Coach Terp signing off. Timo, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Do your homework.